What's up, y'all? Welcome to Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to talk about the union meeting that happened on Friday and give you guys a little recap for this. So this one's especially for my little twinsies out there. Pay attention. This is what happened at your union meeting. First off, we started at 7 p.m. Had no effect as far as attendance. Roughly about 60 in attendance at a glance. Once again, the front rows were sparsely saddened, and all of the satellite offices looked like they had light attendance as well. Southern Maryland seemed to have a couple more people there. Talked about finances and all the other good stuff. That stuff you should go to the union meeting so you can get that information. We got the executive board report. Found out that the executive board meetings were held via Zoom, and they recommended, accepting new members, accepting apprentices, pension applicants, and stuff of that nature. So that was the executive board report. They also had a trial board report in with the executive board report, and charges were filed. The accused was acquitted on all counts. There was a motion to separate the travel card application or request from the minutes. That was approved. There was a gentleman looking to transfer his membership from 24 to 26, Baltimore to DC essentially. And reason that he wanted to do that was because he was moving to the jurisdiction. And he's been working in 26 jurisdiction for 3 months. Just married, looking to start a family. A member got up and asked during discussion about the requirement for working in the jurisdiction. The response from the dais was that there was no requirement for an amount of time that you had to work in the jurisdiction. A member got up in support of the travel card, and then another member got up and asked again about time working in the jurisdiction. And he made a point to explain that other members who have been denied, and hours in was the excuse given, and then he made a reinforcement of his objection. So what he was basically saying is that there's been a lot of other travelers come to the area to work and have thousands of hours in and request to have their travel card transferred to the area, and they were denied. So he was referencing those individuals that he's met along the way, and he again reiterated his objection. Then another member got up and spoke in favor again. This was a former 24 worker who had transferred over to 26 and said that he supported the card transfer. The key point was made that the transfer request came with a letter of recommendation from the superintendent and from the foreman, but that was all the recommendation that came with it. So that raised a lot of eyebrows, and there was a lot of questions about not having more brothers and sisters and siblings speak on his behalf, and instead only having the superintendent and the foreman. So it was a heated debate. And then from the dais, it was said that just because a person has 5,000 hours working in the jurisdiction doesn't mean they deserve to be a member. Everyone is evaluated on his own merit. I have a problem with that, only because that leaves every applicant up to the whims of the e-board, and God only knows what they think when they look at someone. That we should have a defined criteria for all of these applications. There should be a defined criteria. This is what the things you need to meet in order to be able to transfer your card over. It shouldn't be everybody coming in on their own merit, because then your biases get to play a role in making that decision of whether you accept that travel card or not, and whether you recommend to the membership that they accept that travel card or not. And you shouldn't allow your biases to play a role. That's just my feelings on it. It was a heated debate. I personally voted no, for the reasons that we should have some kind of guidelines for how this thing works out. Interesting though, the final vote count was 63 for, 49 against, with 16 abstaining. Now, had those 16 not abstained and instead voted no, this travel card would not have gone through. So it's crazy that, you abstain thinking you're not going to have an effect, but that had a big effect. It allowed for the travel card to pass. We had the report from the examining board, report from the business manager. Report of the business manager, first business manager's report for your business manager Joe Dabbs, and it started with the upcoming jobs talk that we get every month. He let us know that we won an award for political spending, I believe it was, and for organizing the most people in the 4th district, which is pretty cool. We won an award for organizing. There's a new program coming out, training system designed to educate the members on why politics are important. I find it hilarious that we need a program to help us to educate the members on why politics are important. Why can't we just have those discussions? We can have seminars at the hall and have people attend and talk to them, brother to brother, sibling to sibling. It's just weird to me that we need a whole program. It's just funny. There are candidates that need our support. There's work coming up in Frederick County. Roanoke picnic was a success. And then there was some chatter going on in one of the satellite meeting locations, and they had to stop the meeting to say, hey, pay attention, guys. Let's see what else has happening. Saturday, September 24th, we got the poker run. So if you want to get down with that, holler at Rick Milano. We talked about the building purchase. What else did we do? We got a new apprenticeship director, Bill Murphy. Congratulate him when you see him. They talked about the brother William Campbell that passed away on the job site. Said that he had an event that caused him to collapse. Our members sprung into action. No AED was available. Paramedics were there in 10 minutes, and the brothers passed the hat and collected $11,000, which was matched by Richards. I hope we move to start requiring our contractors to provide AEDs for our members that are working in these extreme temperatures. There's no excuse for not having it. The technology is available and it's very simple to use. So there's really no excuse. I'd like to see that push. So hopefully our local begins to make that a priority. Brother Tom Clark wants volunteers after Labor Day to go door knocking in Frederick for David Trone and Jessica something or another. I forgot the last name. I didn't write it down really. Couldn't really understand it. It was like Fishweller or Fishwalter or something like that. Anywho, that's your meeting recap. It's important to get to these meetings because, again, it's a very small number of people making decisions for the entire body, and this body is 10,000 members deep. We need more people to be at the meetings so that we can have more of a voice that's representative of the body. You know what I mean? Anywho, my name's Eric. I hope you found this video informative. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. And it's going to take solidarity to win always. So each one teach one, get out there and reach one. Peace.